Rainollon here. Today is yet again another build showcase, and it's Staticor. Today I'm going to show you two builds. One is for new players and the other one is for Steel Path. So, let us immediately start. Let's start with the new player setup first and the mods. The mods I will highly recommend new players to use are these mods right here. You're going to go for Hornet Strike for increased damage, Pistol Gambit for critical chance, Tire Cracker for critical damage, Barrel Diffusion for multi-shot, Gunslinger for fire rate, Pistol Pestilence for toxin stash chance, Deep Freeze for cold. Cold and Toxin gives you Viral. When you proc Viral onto enemies, enemies will take more damage from any source. And Prime Heated Charge for heat. These are the mods. For the Excellent Weapon Adapter, I will highly recommend for you to go. It's Lethal Momentum for projectile speed. This is a projectile weapon, and this will make your projectile travel quicker. And that's it. These are the mods I will highly recommend you players to use for this weapon. And now it's time for the Steel Path build. For the second setup, this is the Cascadia Flare setup. The mods I'm using here, Prime Fulmination for Blast Radius. It goes from 9.6 to 14, which is a lot of AoE. Prime Pistol Gambit for critical chance. Prime Tire Cracker for critical damage. Gallon's Diffusion for multi-shot. Lethal Torrent for fire to multi-shot, viral damage, and heat. These are the mods. For the Excellent Weapon Adapter, Lethal Momentum for projectile speed. For the Arcane, Cascadia Flare is going to give you a lot of additive damage. What it does on a heat stress effect, thanks to Prime Heated Charge, we're going to proc a bunch of heat. Gives you 12% increased damage for 10 seconds, stacks up all the way up to 480, which is a lot of added damage. You don't need to use Hornet Strike, it's going to create diminishing returns, and this is more than enough added damage. That's the Arcane. For the stats, the charge time, fire rate is kind of slowish, magazine size is good, maximum ammo for pickup is fine-ish, reload is fast, accuracy is very high, charge, punch through doesn't work, it's an AoE. Riven Dispo is good, critical chance, critical damage, multi-shot is by far the best in slot, and I will remove Prime Pistol Gambit for it. Critical chance is below average, but I'm still going to focus on it. Critical damage is slightly above average, stash chance is solid, and direct damage is fine-ish. The weapon does have a charge system. You're going to charge it up, release, explodes in a 40 meter radius, and it does kind of lowish damage, sadly. Overall, the stats, it's an old weapon. It's an old AoE weapon designed for regular star charge. For Steel Path, you have to use a buffer. And that's it. Those are stats, the mods, the Arcane, and now it's time for me to show you these two builds against the units. Alright, let's start. This is the new player setup, so I'm going to spawn level 40, regular star chart, or competitive dudes. No buffs or armor strip. You're going to hold left click and release. It's going to shoot a projectile that explodes in a very large radius. Boom, boom, boom. One more. There you go. One more time. There you go. It's solid. For regular star chart, this thing is absolutely solid. Now for the second setup, the Steel Path build. There it is. Against Steel Path enemies, like very high level enemies, level 200 and above, it falls off heavily. It just isn't good. You have to use a heavy buffer. Saren, Mirage, you just have to. So first couple of shots won't do a lot of damage. We have to generate... Whoa! We have to generate Cascadia Flare. So once you get some Cascadia Flare stacks, as you can see, I'm very close to cap this thing. We're going to do some like solid damage. But yeah, it's just horrible. Maybe one day if we ever get like a Tenet Staticor, that'll be cool, but right now, you have to use a buffer, so you have to, like, do something like this. Mirage, there she is. To make this thing clear really well. There we go. And now this thing is amazing. Now this is a really, really good weapon. So yeah, you have to use a buffer. It's an old weapon, but it works still with a buffer. And that's it. Those are two builds. Now it's time for me to show you the Steel Path build against Steel Path enemies. So let's go. And we are in. I'm up against the corrupted enemies at the Void. Steel Path, of course. It's survival. The map is called Moth. I'm going to show you this build here. Massive AoEs. Huge damage. Boom. Recast some of these abilities. Oh, look at this. Oh, So nice. With a buffer, this thing is a beast. Without a buffer, it tickles. There we go. Boop, boop. Charge here. The ammo economy on this thing is surprisingly solid. Most AoE weapons have like horrible ammo economy, and this thing has like a solid one. Doesn't use a lot of ammo when you charge shot. Uses like 4, and you have like magazine size of 48. And the maximum ammo is 288 if I'm correct, which is very, very high. Use buffs again. There we go. I like this with Mirage. I mean, Mirage makes any weapon good, especially AoE weapons. Saren is pretty solid with this as well. I mean, those two are like one of the strongest buffers. Consistent buffers. You just press 1, 2, 3 and shoot. All weapon, but it's still gold with a buffer, of course. Imagine a Tenet. Imagine a Tenet with better stats. Has like 25 base critical chance, much higher base damage, and 2.5 crit multi. Something like that. That will be much, much better for this weapon. You also farm for the 60% elemental damage, and your base damage will be pretty solid. You have massive AoE, much better critical chance, easy yellow crits with that. There we go. Shoot over there. Oof. Nasty. I don't always play Mirage to showcase a build, but this weapon sadly needs a very powerful buffer to show you how it feels. If I played Ember with her 1 and Nourish or Rainollon, it's not even close. I will still have like problems with clear. Alright, the Acolyte is here. It's you. He is above me. Crowd control. Run. He turned off my abilities. Coward. Oof. I'm very close to death. I'll be here. There we go. Even against the Acolyte with Mirage, it's still like weak compared to most other AoE weapons. I mean, the highest base damage you can give this thing is like a couple of thousands, which is not a lot. Where is he? There he is. He's dead. And yeah, that's the weapon. Time for me to leave. And be right back. And there you go, that's the Staticor. It's usable, you have to use a buffer. We definitely need a buff to this weapon or a Tenet version to make it better. Right now, we have much, much better AoE weapons than this. But yeah, if you like the weapon, that's the build. Thank you yet again everybody for watching. Leave a like, sub, and of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.